Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 6 of What If Naruto Was Banished from Konoha and Made Them Regret It. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also guys, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was a Uchiha with the Ghost Speed release. So go ahead and enjoy that guys. And also, over on Anime Prince I post, what if Naruto and Kaguya were sent to the high school? This the universe, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. And also, I posted a brand new episode of What If Naruto Universe had quirks over on Anime King 3. So go ahead and enjoy that guys. And remember, for new, yes I indeed have 4 channels which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy, so go ahead and smash that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help me. So the last spot we left off, Temari, Kankuro, and Gaara were in the village. While they were there at the moment, Temari was by herself as she was practicing some new wind technique with her fan. When Sasuke showed up, she called him a stalker, which got him upset. However, he brushed it off though as he turned his sights upon her. He told her he liked her, and they should just get this thing moving. As she sent him a glare, she told him that she already has a boyfriend, and besides, compared to the both of them, her boyfriend was, well, the reason was she was strong. Unlike the other worthless kunoichis that to you, she whispered, looking away. But you already have me. No, I want you, she said. And how exactly do you want me, said Naruto. Marry me, she said to him. They had not set a date so soon. However, she was thinking about it. While she was combing through his hair last night, she did not want to spend another day without being called his wife. She wanted him. She wanted to be with him. She loved him. As Naruto had not said anything, she thought that she might have jumped the gun, that she might have asked for it too early. However, she should know better by now, as she felt her lips envelop, as the both of them shared a deep, passionate kiss. When they finally broke apart, as she looked towards Naruto's eyes, as he was looking at her, there was nothing but warmth and pure love. There's no reason to be embarrassed, said Naruto. I told you before, I love you. With all my heart. But I'm kind of surprised though. I'm not saying I don't want to, but what brought it on so soon, said Naruto. He too wanted to get married because he did not see himself with anyone else but her. Several reasons, to be exact. 1. I don't want to go another day without you being my husband and me being your wife, she said. And there's also the reason of what happened in Konoha. As Naruto tilted his head, what happened in Konoha? They tried to get me to marry Sasuke Uchiha for an alliance. Temari had only seen the love, sweet, sad, incredibly miserable side of Naruto. She's never seen him got angry to the point where she knew that something was wrong, because she knew it took a lot to anger him. Many things has been done to him in the past, but he put that behind him because, well, he was looking towards the future, but the room temperature dropped. His eyes became cold, like they were almost freezing over. His tone was deadly. They what? They tried to force me into a political marriage with him, and that bastard tried to eye me like I was some piece of meat. Naruto's eyes start to turn red. However, Temari held on to him. Gaara refused every single one of their attempts. They tried to trick us into it though. They went behind the Hokage's back. Tsunade will come during the finals. of the Chunin exams here for the final talks. She was not a part of what the council had up their sleeve. I would never want to be married with someone else besides you, said Temari. I would rather Naruto kissed her, cutting her off. Listen to me, he said after he pulled back. The look in his eyes was one of pure seriousness. I would tear that village and every single one inside apart if they ever try to lay or force you into anything. I promise you, as long as I draw breath, I will fight the gods, the demons, the devil himself if it means. That you're happy, said Naruto. So one village believing that they can force you into something that you don't want. Trust me, I will never let them lay a hand on you. And I promise you that, said Naruto. Temari placed a hand on his cheek. I know, she said. However, said Naruto, you're not only doing this because you're scared, right? What? Of course not, she said. If they had even tried anything, even without you coming to my defense, I would have castrated that bastard Uchiha. As Naruto chuckled at that. I told you before, Naruto, she said. I love you. And you're the only one I want to be with, she said, with a smile on her face. Now, she said, where is that wallet of yours? There's a lot of things to be done. As Naruto chuckled. Shop all you like, he said, as he gave her his wallet. However, there's actually one thing I want to get for you. And it's kind of personal, said Naruto. She tilted her head. What is it? Well, it's your wedding dress, said Naruto. I kind of had an idea for it. Something that will be, well, spectacular. I know that it's a fiancé that usually chooses these things, but Naruto was cut off as she kissed him. I trust you, she said, as she gave him a smile, making Naruto smile back. As she then realized something. Now that we're doing this, are you going to reveal yourself? After all, Temari Namikaze is a nice fit, she said. I was already going to reveal it as soon as I was up and about, but I guess we can reveal it at our wedding, said Naruto, as she nodded happily hearing that. An hour later, Gaara and Kankuro arrived to the room. Uzumaki, said Gaara as he sat down. The council has been pretty happy with your work. That is why you're being promoted to a new position. Are you serious? Said Naruto. Yes. Naruto Uzumaki, I, Gaara, Sabukuno, the 5th Kazekage of the Sun, hereby appoint you as military commander of the village. Do you accept? Despite not fully knowing what that entailed, Naruto could tell that it was something huge. Seeing the look on Kankuro's face already. Yes, Kazekage-sama, said Naruto. As Gaara nodded, Temari, you will have to leave for the Leaf Village in a week. I'm afraid that can't be possible, Gaara, said Naruto. What? We have put in for a leave application for a month. Uzumaki, Gaara said. You know that this was something that has been planned for some time now. You better have a solid reason for we're getting married. In 2 weeks. Gaara was stumped. As there was a thud. Turning their head, they saw Kankuro on the ground. Once again unconscious. Just like when they told him that they were getting married. Heh, he does that a lot. And it's always amusing. As the two blondes chuckle. Maybe they should find someone to set him up with. I swear, said Gaara. He won't live for too long if you keep on doing this. Gaara took in a deep breath. Alright, fine, he said. That's a good enough reason, but she will still be in charge of the final preparations. And as a liaison, that is something I cannot change. As the both of them nodded. And by the way, congratulations, you two. As they nodded with a thanks and a smile. Gaara looked down towards Kankuro as he used his hand to pick him up. By the way, Gaara, I'm going to be announcing my heritage at the wedding. As Gaara nodded his head. Time skip, 1 week later. Naruto was back to 100%. And he was feeling good. Yes, really good. At the moment him and his Haim was walking through the village. A brilliant smile on his face. As she was holding his arm. As they traversed through the village. As Temari went through every little detail of their wedding. This was something that she wanted for a long time. Despite not showing it. This is something that she really loved to do. Well, she loved to create parties. But this was gonna be not just any party, but one of the greatest day of her life. Well, The greatest day of her life was actually finding Naruto. Because if she did not find him, she wouldn't have him in her life right now. Yep, it was amazing. But being married to him, becoming his wife, she would say that they were tied together. Gaara had sent a message back to Konoha. Temari apologized for the inconvenience, as Tsunade had made Shikamaru the one that was completely in charge of the first 2 exams. As for the stand, there was a lot of broken hearts. Despite knowing that Naruto and Temari seemed like they would stay together forever, many people kind of hoped they would break up. Not for a bad way, but many people were in love with Naruto. Hundreds of girls. Why wouldn't they be? He was caring, kind, and, well, the perfect boyfriend. And there was many guys that was in love with Temari, and now they knew that they could never be with either one of them. So yes, there was many broken hearts. So many broken hearts. Time skip. Konoha. Shikamaru sighed in annoyance. He had to do this whole thing by himself, and now he had to deal with this damn Uchiha. What do you want, Uchiha? He said. So where's Temari? I thought you said that she will be helping you for the preparations for the first 2 parts of the exam. Shikamaru sighed. She is not coming to the leaf. I was just given full control of the first 2 parts. You will have to see her at the sand, said Shikamaru. Damn it. I needed more time with her here, away from the village. Sasuke frowned as he didn't want any inconvenience in his way. But it doesn't matter. He will still get there one way or another. He will just have to do it on her home turf. As Shikamaru then came up with the idea. Ah, it's a good thing that I ran into you, Uchiha, he said. I came to find you, Sasuke said. Forget about that, Shikamaru said. Tsunade-sama did tell me to find someone to help me with the preparations. And I've nominated you. Why the hell would I waste my time on that? Sasuke asks. Well, I thought you want to win Temari over. I mean, think about it. Wouldn't she be happy if you took over and prepare the exam in her stead? Sasuke started to think about it deeply as Shikamaru smirked. Hook, line, and sinker, he thought to himself. Alright, fine, Nara, he said. I'll do it. As Shikamaru smiled here and that, he made his way towards Tsunade. She said that she would find someone to help him. However, he already found someone. He's gonna use this to get himself out of the work. He was gonna play on Sasuke here for Temari to get him to do most of the work so he can just relax. You know, he's really easy to manipulate, Shikamaru thought. No wonder he went to be Orochimaru bitch. It's so easy, he thought to himself, as he watched Uchiha made his way off, thinking that it was his smart idea to do this. Huh, he was too cocky for his own good. As Sasuke was already plotting, he couldn't wait to get to the sand, to put this boyfriend of hers in his place. Then, he can show her that he was a real man that was 100,000 times better than her boyfriend, and he would use that to get her in his arms. Yes, that is exactly what he's gonna do. A vicious grin spread on Sasuke's face. He could not wait to see who this worthless boyfriend of hers is, to put him down. But guys, me and subscribe right here. If you want to see the next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. But I'm off and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.